Once again, we're back. Yeah, I've just got to go and get this all sealed off, and then I can put the back cameras on there when I'm outside. So let's get you straightened up, shall we? That will do, I think. Near enough. Fuck it. I ain't gonna piss about this. Everything's on. Now, I do not know how long it's gonna last for. I haven't got a clue. Parking brakes on, stupid. Well, we'll find out, I'm sure. But before I go anywhere, I'm going to have to put the fucking button back on, aren't I? Because you have to pull the button here. 1, 2, hello, how you doing? Yeah, I know. Yeah, we're back again. Right, I'll get these on while I'm waiting. Don't think I've all to do, so should be alright. Yeah, that'll do. Still waiting for him to go and open the gate. So I'm just checking, making sure we ain't too far over. Still chin wagging. Well, that saved me fucking about there, didn't it? I wasn't sure how long the security guard was going to be, but yes, he was having a bit of a chin wag. Here we go. Here we go. Why is that on? Diff lock shouldn't be on. What's that all about? Diff lock. What do you want diff lock for? Right, I can. Yeah, that's fine. It's a bit warm, isn't it? Fucking 4. How the fuck can it be 14 degrees when it was -2 this morning? How the hell is that happen? Hey? Let's have a bit of air. A bit of air. Air out there. Fucking hell. I've no idea what I'm doing. It's great, eh? You see where they've got, obviously, these drivers here are needing to deliver to this place down there, or even in here. Right? I imagine it's down there though. Have you noticed what's surrounding the area? Fucking double yellow lines. You know, it's like, well, if they're here and they've got to deliver there, but they can't get in just yet, where the fuck are they supposed to go? Eh? On a fucking skyhook somewhere, floating around the bloody clouds? They do that round by us, those from the industrial areas. It's ridiculous. They build these industrial places and then they expect the drivers to like magically find somewhere which is close enough to wait while they get in. There is nowhere convenient for them to be. Just don't understand the logic. What fucking logic? There ain't none. It's about right there, isn't it, really? When they build industrial estates, right, and they obviously, you know, it's an industrial estate. We'll get that there, right? Industrial estate, right? Doesn't matter what's on it. It could be fucking foundry work to fucking storing shit like that lot and delivering what have you, DCs and things like anything, right? HGVs of all shapes and sizes have got to get there, right? But things are not 100% flawlessly perfect. It never is, and it never will be. So they should have places and areas around the industrial estate for vehicles to stop and wait and obviously fucking hang on for a few minutes or maybe an hour or two. You know what I mean? There's always, it just fucking boggles the brain, it does. It boggles the brain. I mean, what do you think, right? You get to a place and say if you're, I mean, obviously these only appeal to the, to the people who actually do drive. For those who are just watching me being a complete stupid idiot, happy days. But you pull up to a place, it's like you're half an hour early, right? And that particular day, they're doing on the time bookings, aren't they, right? Just so happens. And what's outside the gate? Fuck all but double yellow lines everywhere. The nearest place to park, 10 mile down the fucking motorway. Do you want my phone number? Well, can you phone me half an hour in advance so I can make my way back up? It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Whoever comes up with these airbrain ideas wants fucking. Now that'd be too good for them. We are chucking a straight on. Well, it says right there. Now it's straight on. It's right now, straight on. Okay. Right. The fuck was that? You see how I'm slightly hugging the white line there, look, right? Yes, the corner of the yellow headboard's going to poke over it, but I am hugging the white line. Why? Position. Look at there. All the way around. See, I'm actually using a bit of the road that no bugger uses. What's going on? See, that's because I'm just a perfectionist. Yes, just go ahead. You can smell the irony fucking from miles away. If I'm not mistaken, that looks like a training ground for a fire station. Could it well be? Is it actually in use? Or is it one that's been disbanded? Don't want that one no more, can't afford it. Why? Because we keep spending money on fucking European shit. Oh, right, okay. When it comes to the Brexit, right, and then they're still going on about it, right, and it's been, what, over 12 months now? It's been longer than that, eh? Either way, it's got to be now, I'm sure it has. Is it nearly 2 years, eh? No, really? No. I don't, anyway, right, the bit that makes me smile is that they're obviously in the negotiations. There's all the backstabbing, the backdealing, and the fucking and some bollocks about being. I mean, I don't know. It might be true. I don't know, but something about a £50 billion payout to get out of the EU. And I'm looking at that, thinking, why? I mean, if I'm not mistaken, way back when I was a fucking wee tot, right? I was only like 2, I think. Was I 1 or 2? I think it was 1972 when the ship was signed, right? It was free to get in. Why the fuck are we going to pay to get out? Oh, I know. Because they're in such dire shit straits, this EU. Now, don't get me confused. EU, I'm not on about European state, as in all the countries. I'm on about the EU government. They're a fucking bunch of toads. It's crap. The biggest load of bollocks I've ever known in my life. They should never have been fucking made. Never even come to fruition. It should have just fucking left in somebody's imagination somewhere and never come out. Fucking diabolical idea it was. And for all you people there saying, no, we should have stayed. What the fuck are you talking about? You've got no clue. No clue whatsoever. My 10 pence worth of it has got nothing to do with immigration, right? I don't care, right? If people want to come over here because they want to find a better life, so be it. But they've got to realise that we are only an island. We can only fit so many people on it, right? And on this island, we've got to feed the fuckers, right? Imagine all that stuff that comes out them fields, and poor farmers being taxed to fuck, right? I don't mean literally tax, I'm on about as in, you know. But anyway. So, that's got fuck all to do for me. As far as I'm concerned, you're welcome, right? Just don't take the piss. That's pretty much it. I don't care, right? Political asylums, brilliant. Happy days. You know what I mean? If they've got like them, what do you call it, where there's war-torn places, if we can fit them, we'll have them, right? But don't expect the fucking billions to come out of it just because, you know, they're fighting out. We can only have, realistically, we can only fit so many, right? We are only an island. But who we can are welcome to come and join us, right? Just don't try shoving your ways of life in our face. We don't want that because we are the United Kingdom and that's how we should be. If you want to live here, then you live the way that we live. You embrace our culture. We accept that you have a different culture, but you've also got to embrace our culture, right? It's all well and good, isn't it, that? Brilliant. But that tends not to happen, unfortunately, which is a sad thing. Because they come away from the shit that they're having to deal with there, they come over to our country and then they expect to live how they've been living in that area and bring it here. Doesn't fit, doesn't work. We acknowledge that your ways of doing things are different, but that's because you're over there. But now you're here, you can't quite do some of the things that you're so used to. So then you have to, you know, try and adapt the same way that we adapt to you guys. Right? I find that is perfectly feasible. Right? There's no arguments there. There's no problems with it. I don't mind. I mean, it doesn't matter what your beliefs are. For me, don't give a shit. Not interested in it. Means absolutely fuck all to me. Not the reason why I wanted out. No. So we got that out of the way. Right? So immigration, don't bother me. Right? Asylum seekers, don't care, right? Not a problem. Do it right, then I'm happy with it, right? If there's people out there that are trying to escape a place, what have you, and if they go the right way around it, if they can, not been in that situation, so I've got no real, you know, idea what it's like. I imagine it's fucking dreadful, right? But there's a right and a wrong way of doing things. That's fine. By all means, do it the right way. But the reason why I want out is because they are trying to dictate to us what we can and can't do with our own lives. Would you be amazed? You'd be amazed. I'll tell you, you would be amazed. There's no two ways about it, of how many laws that they have made that we've had to abide, which realistically don't fit with our culture, because they don't care. The EU, not the Europe as a whole continent, the EU as a government don't give a shit about diversity. They don't care. They're not interested in it. And if we had have stayed in, I mean, eventually it's all going to come out in the wash anyway. There's a lot more countries in the European states that are finally realising that, hang on a minute, I think the Britons are onto something here. And it will, I'm telling you now, it'll all come out in the wash eventually. And they'll be all wishing that they'd all fucking dived out of it many, many moons ago. You know, but that's my 2 pence better, anyway. You know, I just don't see any kind of point in being in that shit. They want to try and change us from being the United Kingdom to being a European state. Yeah, so no, I don't want that. And the fact that the pound, you know, sterling, as much as a lot of people enjoy the euro dollar over there, oh look there, oh they're fucking jumping back out the planes again. Look, oh, that's cool. Woohoo! Can't fucking interrupt that one now, can you? Look at that. Army's doing the old paradrops. Fucking sore on the old knees, I can imagine me, because they've got no control over them shoots, have they? They've got none of them draw tags which can slow them down, so they go for a little trot, like, you know what I mean? They've got none of that bollocks. Them are just canopies, wallop, hit the deck. What is it, about 25 miles an hour? Fuck, you're going to have some serious knee coverage on that, aren't you? Hoo-hoo. Was it bend, tuck and roll, is it something like that? I don't fucking know. But I just wished we could get it all sorted out a lot quicker than what we're doing, right? And this, personally, I think the EU, especially the Brussels part of it all, I think they're trying to use bully tactics. And to be honest with you, fuck them. That's what I'll say. I mean, if it was me in control, I'd say, look, that's okay, that's fine. You're not getting a fucking penny, right? It's free to get in, it's free to get out. We've had enough. We don't want it anymore, right? We're done. Ta-da! Simple. What's wrong with that? Yeah. Well, it's fucking Jason's logic, that, isn't it? If you don't like it, fuck off. That's it, isn't it, really? We don't need to be in the EU. I mean, for start off, we've done a lot more before the EU was even conceived. I mean, we've had our ups and downs in it, but hey-ho, we always do. Everybody does. But we don't need it. We certainly don't need it. We can trade with who we want. We can employ people who we want. Why not? Why do we have to be in the EU to do all that shit, right? We don't need it. And being in the EU actually barred us from trading with certain countries. Why? We don't need the fucking EU to trade with you lot. Fuck them off, we'll trade. Right? You have what we've got, we'll have what you've got. Simple as. Not that we've got a fat fucking lot, mind you, but hey-ho, you know what I mean? Employment from different countries out there, making the visas easier for them to come over and do their bit that they want to do, if they want to come and work over here or even study over here. So be it. Why make it difficult? Why do we don't need the EU for that? The only thing that the EU was good at was stealing money from this country. That's the only thing that they're good. And I say the word stealing because at the end of the day, what the fuck did they do with it? What did they do with it? Actually do with the money that they had from all the countries? Well, nothing. There's a lot of countries in the EU itself, the European states, are fucked. They're bankrupt. Losing money left, right and centre. The EU don't give a fuck, does it? There's got to be a point where you say, now enough's enough. And that's why I voted out. It's got nothing to do with immigration. I couldn't give a flying fuck about it. It's the fact that they keep stealing and making rules up and fucking laws and bollocks. For what reason? We don't want them. If we want to make a law, it's in this country where the law has to abide by. So this is the place where it should be made. Not over there. Fuck them lot. I like the Union Jack too. The Union Jack is a cracking flag, right? I love it. It's a brilliant thing. But you can guarantee, if we were still in there, as the years progress, ta-da, Union Jack, eventually that would be outlawed. Right? You wouldn't be allowed to fly that fucking flag. I might not see that in my lifetime, but if we'd stayed, that would disappear. And more than likely, the fucking monarchy would disappear at all. That would go, ta-da! You're irrelevant anymore, we don't need you. I think the Queen had it right when she said she asked her advisors, give me 3 reasons why we should stay. And they hadn't got any. They couldn't find fucking one. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, there you have it. Even, I mean, you have these big business men, right, and women maybe, I don't know. These are the only ones I saw. Alan Sugars and fucking Richard Branson of the world. Well, for start off, whatever that Richard Branson guy turns around and says, you might as well take that with a pinch of salt because he don't fucking live here. He's got his own personal fucking island. He don't even live here. What the fuck? I don't even suppose he pays fucking taxes on this country anymore. Yeah, so what? Why has he got to fucking say it? Fuck off, you bellend. Coming here saying, well, if we say, listen to his little speeches on about like, and this was be this, and my this, and our company this, and my company that, and I'm thinking, yeah, but what about the people of the UK? You're talking about you, me, I. Fuck off. Has he lost any money since all this shit? No, not a fucking penny. Same with all of these big business people who started threatening about, oh, if we're gonna jump ship and go somewhere else. Yeah, all right then. Told you. It's all fucking smoke and mirrors, mate. Once we're out, fully out, then you'll understand. You'll go, fuck me. So glad that happened. I'll go, told you. Fucking told you. You know, that's just the way I see it. My opinion. I'm sticking to it. Anyway, other than that, should we talk about something else? I was flicking through YouTube while I was waiting to be unloaded, even though I should have been speaking to fucking DVLA, which I completely forgot again. I keep forgetting, I'm terrible. Anyway, and there was this, there's a couple of videos of Dr. Phil on there. Oh dear. Do people still watch that kind of stuff? Oh, I can't do it. The fucking armchair, what is it? Armchair diagnosis or something, whatever you call it, I don't fucking know. Just, I find it a bit weird. First of all, right, to go on those type of shows, you've got to be off your fucking head. You know what I mean? You've just got no concept of reality whatsoever. It's like our fucking Kyle thingamajig, what's it called? Something Kyle? The Kyle? I don't know. Whatever. Airing your dirty laundry to the public. Like, fuck, what the fuck are you thinking? Why would you be that deprived of your fucking self-esteem that you would want to go out there? Oh, fuck that. No way. Not a chance. If I want to do something like that, I'd rather just do it here and there like this, you know, and go, huh, you're like a self-proclaimed fucking alien. I've got tentacles that you can't see. I can think of the number you're thinking of right now. 7. Told you. Unbelievable. But we do have the society of the less than normal. I think I'm sort of like teetering on the balance between, you know what I mean? I'm like, I can dip between the two. Oh yes. I know when to be normal, but I can also be not so normal. That's the difference, I suppose. I mean, I'm probably going to get a lot of fucking flack now, I can imagine it. Well, what do you mean by unnormal? I like milking my hedgehog on a Saturday night. There's nothing wrong with that. No, there isn't nothing wrong with that at all, dude. You carry right on. Just keep it to your fucking self. If you like strutting around the fucking living room with a rubber glove on and fuck all else and going, I'm a chicken, do it by all means, but please just keep it to your fucking self. Shit, I just fucking give away my pastime. Bollocks. Look, my pastime is sitting in front of the TV, picking my nose and flicking snot all over the place. But, again, I'm not going to show you. I shall keep that to myself. What now? But we all have our quirks, don't we? But again, it's like, why would you want to do that? For something to look at, take a gander to the left. Now, isn't that nice? I would like to have a bit of a close-up view of that bridge. I bet it's a fucking right masterpiece. Look at it. What an architectural magnificent that is, isn't it? Fucking awesome stuff. It's when certain individuals out there do these really strange, and it's not strange to them, right? But to everybody else, not everybody else, like obviously, but there's going to be a minority that'll go, oh, that's cool. Yeah, I like that. See, I'm trying not to shoot myself in the foot here, but there's going to be a gradient, isn't there? Right? If you put it in a graph, you got weird but harmless, up to the normal point, but there's always that up to the normal point. Then you go down to the downright. Well, yeah, that's. But there's only it's only like the teensy wincy bits of the humanity that goes around that do those kind of things. That's why you say, well, that's not really normal, is it? And then you'll have the fucking tree-hugging, do-gooding twat bags that go, well, how do you define normal then? Well, let's just say, what you're doing right now, the majority of people turn around and go, fuck, he's weird. But this guy over here thinks you're fucking awesome. You know what I mean? Oh dear. But you're going to get it. And that's why things are so diverse. But you have to have a little bit of weird in your life. You can't be completely just... doesn't work, does it? It doesn't... It sort of like ends up being a bit flat. Because you need to have those kind of weirdness to make us feel like, well, yeah, okay, I'm still on the right path. It's true. It's like a guiding system when you think about it. If you can keep yourself in between, well, it's, you know, on the slopey side of it, but in between that kind of that gradient, you're going to be all right. You know what I mean? You'll figure it out. Then you'll be fine. But when you just, you know, in that bracket, well, over there, so, or even out, well, yeah, we'll keep away from that side. But this side here, we can. It's harmless enough, like, you know. But we all have these weird ticks and clicks and tricks and what have you. Some are like downright unbelievably funny. At least I'd like to think so. You know what I mean? Let me know if you fancy. You know. But then there's the other ones that just scare the living crap out of me because they go on about it and it's as if it's normal. But no, it's not fucking normal. And what makes you think that then? Well, because you're the one who's in a fucking padded cell. That's why. Oh, is that what this is? Oh, I thought this was a playground. Oh dear. Anyway, such is life. As wonderful as it is. I still do wish that we'd come to that point in our lives where all this silly nonsense of the touchy-feely bollocks and, oh, you hurt my feelings, oh, you can't say that about me. Why? Because it hurts my feelings. Have you dropped down dead because of it? Well, no, but I just feel hurt inside. Really? So you're not grown up enough to just go, fuck off, grow up. You can't do that. No, because my feelings are hurt. Okay then, fair enough. There you are then. We fucked. You know what I mean? Now, does he want to pull in or not? Because this black car in front, he's a bit close. He can pull in if he wants to, so I'll give him a flash, see what he does. There you go. With that black car there, he's just put along at a lovely 53 miles an hour. You know, he doesn't want to go any faster than that. No, can't do it. It's getting a little bit airy, going that fast at the moment. So, well, we'll keep it down a bit. Forget everybody else, mind you. Doesn't matter though, because at least he's in this lane and not in lane 2. Being in lane 2, he would be an arse. Is anybody else looking forward to the day when all this touchy-feely bollocks has gone away? I know I am. I fucking am. Can't wait. When you can speak your mind without having to go, no, just call me a bad name. Really? What, you personally? No, just in general. What? Well, he put me in the group of all these other ones. Okay, so it wasn't actually an individual attack to you then? No, but it still hurt my feelings. Oh, for fuck's sake. for Christ. I mean, you just can't do it, can you? So eventually, saner minds will prevail. I'm sure they will. They've got to do, right? Intelligence rules at the end of the day, you know what I mean? You can't be run and governed by stupid people. Then again, I'm not going to say anything, I can't. This is wrong, isn't it? Oh dear. Well, when the 2020 elections come up, right, it'll be a sort of as the way I see it at the moment. Even though I'm not really a politically minded person, I will give you that, right? I'm not. I don't even watch the fucking news half the time. I've got my Sky News alert that comes on, and I read the little banner that comes across to see what's happened there. Like Donald Trump has done something stupid again. I mean, but what? Are you surprised? I'm not. At the end of the day, I mean, it's bizarre. It really is. I mean, let's just hope that it's a phase that runs out and eventually, saner people will take charge. But in that regard, I mean, what do you do? This is just as bad because we got 2020 coming up. Me personally, I have got no clue who I can vote for, to be honest with you. I wonder if this guy here wants to inspect the back end of that other truck in front. It's not a good look, that is, dude. I'm going to back it off just a touch because the truck in front of me, which is in front of the black car, I'm getting a bit closer to. So I'm going to stick my doofers on and move over. But I'm still going to keep away from him. I don't know. I don't know who would be a viable candidate to say, righto, I like the way he's thinking. Don't agree with all of it, but I do agree with the majority that's actually worthwhile agreeing with. I know that. Would never vote for Labour because they wouldn't be able to run a fucking bath. Liberals are too fucking mamby-pamby. I couldn't be arsed with that shit. No. Fuck that. It's like watching a kid fall over and the reaction of a grazed knee would be to wrap him in fucking cotton wool and bubble wrap. You know what I mean? That's just can't be doing with it. Realistically, you need to go get the fuck up and get on play. That's what it needs. But they aren't like that now. Can't be doing that. Green Party, no, we'd all end up being fucking vegans and that just ain't happening. Don't get me started on vegans. Fuck me. There's a spectrum of weird, you know what I mean? Normal, fucking vegans are coming down this category here, down there, they're part of it, fucking stay away from me, like, you know. I understand it's a lifestyle, I really do. Brilliant. By all means, you are fucking welcome to it. Be at it, be happy, enjoy, but you have no fucking right to shove your fucking shit and your beliefs down our neck. We don't want it. Not interested. Don't give two fucks about it. Go and play. But if you want to get on and do with it, that's up to you, right? Be happy. If you want to be the Zen master of fucking veganism, go for it. But for those people who work in McDonald's, you can't keep shoveling that shit down their neck. They're not interested. They like flipping their burger patties and all that sort of shit. They don't care. Right? They're not interested. Yeah. Who would we vote for? Who on earth could we vote for? I mean, Theresa May's she's been lumbered with the role of Prime Minister, right? Which is a little bit unfair because, well, David Cameron turned out to be a bit of a letdown. I'd like to say pussy, but I don't. I mean, I just don't get that. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me at all. I mean, with all the crap he was going on, yes, I'll do this, I'll lead it. And as soon as it was like, everybody's like, we want out. See ya, I'm quitting. Don't want to do it no more. I secretly wanted to stay in. Well, you lot decided you want to come out. I can't do that. If I'm not mistaken, right, your personal feelings as the governing body, the person at the top of the fucking hill, right, who runs a country, your personal feelings don't come into it, right? Whatever you believe or whatever you do, it doesn't come into it. That's not how you run a country. You can't do. You can't have your emotions rule your fucking brain. You can't do it. You've got to have a bunch of people around you and go, right now, this is what we're supposed to do. And you're there seething because you're I don't fucking like this. But you're like, well, hang on a minute. I might not have my personal views about it. I don't like this, but unfortunately, the people think it's the right way to go, so we've got to do it that way. And that's what we're going to do. Get my little guys around me and we'll sort it all out. Right now, that's the best way. Okay, so it's not doing too much. We'll get ahead of it. At least that's how I see it. I don't know. I'm probably wrong. But again, that's just the way I see it. It's my opinion and I'm sticking to it. Oh. Anywho, yes, as you do. What else do you want to talk about? Would you say those are new or old? There's no Reggies on them, so they must be new. Ooh. I think, for me personally, those type of vehicles, nah. Not in this country anyway, right? But if I was going to go in a camper van, it would have to be, without a doubt, a Winnebago in the United States of America, and just off. Just tour, just go around it, and that would be the most epic journey of anyone's lifetime. I personally think so. I don't know why, I just do. I mean, you could probably do it across Europe as well, like, you know what I mean, but yeah, I don't know. As daft as it sounds, right? I mean, I've never been, so I'm only just surmising, right? It's just the way I perceive. I know it's not a good way of illustrating shit, but that's just the way it's going to have to be. But I would feel much more comfortable going through America and touring bits and bobs. I know there's places that are completely fucked up, right? I've got no qualms about that. But over there, when you're going from border to border, there's possibilities that you might not ever you never come back at all. Right, you know what I mean? There's possibilities where, well, I know there's possibilities that anywhere you go. But from the tip to the top of this country, you could do it. And be fairly sure that you would come back. But over there, you're travelling from different. I mean, I'd also, right, even though I fucking hate the cold, I'd love to go around Russia. You know, I mean, all through all that, I'd love to go around there as well. I bet that'd be really cool. I bet they've got some absolutely beautiful places over there. I'd love to do it. Go to Moscow and just go and see all that lot and see what it's like over there. Oh, I don't care about the politics and all that sort of shit. I mean, again, we're in that stupid realm of reality at the moment. But as a place, right, and the culture and the people, I bet they're absolutely fucking brilliant. I've been to France, don't like it. Went to Spain, that was alright, didn't mind that. They had a bunch of karaoke places, especially in Benidorm, done that. The France part, right, the reason why I really don't rate France as a place to go and visit, and I'm saying this from a very long time ago of visiting there, I only seen a smeg of it, right, just a bit, and I just didn't find it interesting. It wasn't for me.
But that's just my opinion, and that's how it's going to be, right? I just didn't find it. Yeah. People are fine. I'm on about the place. People are fine. It's not to do with the people. It's just the place. You know what I mean? Some of the things that the people did do were a bit like, really? How the fuck do you get away with that shit? You know what I mean? And it does make you think. But the place itself, the bit that I went and seen anyway just wasn't really that interesting. But I have been told that further on, you know, the south end of France, it gets better. So I imagine. So that's that bit. But the bit that I seen, which was Paris, well, it's a town, a city, whatever. I don't fucking know. It's got a big metal thing in the middle of it, and Euro Disney was there. Yeah, we spent a day in it or two. Like, it was all right. It was, but that again, it was back in the 90s, so it was a different world back then. Like, you know what I mean? It was in the 90s that was. But if I was somebody who's going to recommend a place to go, and France was on my list to recommend, for me personally, where I went back in that day, so today it might be different because it is a fair few years ago. I would say no, but when I went to Spain and Benidorm, even with the dodgy shit that I saw there, I would say yeah, because it was much more interesting as far as I was concerned. But that might have been because it had things there that I like doing, karaoke. So, and I got on really well there with all the pubs, went round singing and doing what have you. It was fucking awesome stuff, brilliant. Reminded me of the early days of karaoke where they all get involved in it, like, you know what I mean? Fantastic stuff. So I might be a little bit biased in that, but I only managed to do a week there, and I've never been back since. I just couldn't afford it. I mean, it took me a while to pay for that mess. But, yeah. But I would love to go to Italy. I wouldn't mind doing that. But I'd stay in Italy, you know what I mean? I wouldn't go off wandering through the borders of other countries now. But I'd like to do it just to see what's there. What else have we got? I wonder what it would actually be like for somebody who is as naive as I am to go to the places like Iraq or Afghanistan or something like that, or Kuwait. You know, all those kind of places in the eastern side of it. Is there another one we can think of? What's the other one? Israel? Is that right? Israel? Have I said? Am I pronounced? I hope I'm not fucking that up. Israel. That sounds about right, doesn't it? There. All those type of real... They've got... How can I put it? History. There's a long dated history of things. Structures and buildings that haven't been blown up. You know, and all that kind of stuff. China. I'd like to go to China. You know what I mean? I've heard too many horror stories about Thailand, but I've also heard some good stories about Thailand, but the horror stories just scare the crap out of me, so it's like, no thank you. You know what I mean? Not really heard any horror stories out of China. Japan. Oh, I bet Japan is fucking awesome in there. Hong Kong. What again, but those are the type of things that you need money. And for those out there that just says, well, you don't need money to that, I go, fuck off, of course you do. You do. You can't get there for free. You need money. Anyway. So, yes, there's all these wonderful places I'd love to go and visit and take pictures of and video and all that sort of crap. Because I'd like to do video in it as well. You've got to video. Pictures are alright, but video is even better. Pictures snap that instantaneous moment, whereas video captures a multitude of moments in one flowing cinematic view of the time that you were there. It's like this here, me waffling on about bollocks to you lot, right? It's capturing this long moment of me driving down this particular motorway. You know what I mean? And seeing absolute nothing apart from bushes and trees and tarmac and metal. But it's here, you know what I mean? It's a moment, but it's in a long stretch of a moment, not just that instantaneous second, millisecond, done, gone, that's it, that freeze frame. But like I say, pictures are always great, but video is far better, far better. So when my mother goes off and she goes swanning off to wherever she goes to, don't forget to take some videos, take pictures, take videos, yeah. When you go to places that you've never been before, and there's a possibility that you never go again, you snap and video as much as you can. That's what I say. However daft it is, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter. Just to say that you've been there. You know what I mean? How far are we going? Exit junction 3A. Okay. Why is it exit 3A? That don't make sense. Well, apparently we've got 45 miles to go. 45 miles to go! I think I've stopped on this services once before, Warwick services. I have. I'm going to stick my Winkerdate on because I'm catching up with this guy and I don't know why. This thing's as slow as a fucking milk float, for crying out loud. It's crap. Not the truck isn't crap, but the speed's crap. I better put that out there, hadn't I? You know what I mean? There are some ridiculous things that this thing does that realistically could do with being adjusted. Like, for instance, the alarm system for when you approach a vehicle too fast. And the red light flashes on the screen like, what the fuck? I have actually had this vehicle do that and stamp on the brakes without even me touching it. And I'm like, what the fuck? I was going around an island, and the inside of the island there's traffic, and the vehicle had gone round to the right, but I wanted to go straight down the fucking slip road of the motorway, and because the vehicle was close, the fucking truck stamped on its brakes. It was like there was more room there to put me, car, bus, it was shitloads, but this thing didn't like it. If I go around a corner too quickly and there's cars parked on the left, well, left or right, depending on whichever, but left, and I'm going around a right bend and there's cars parked there, it has a right fucking moan, lights fucking flashing. What? If I'm travelling down a street and there's junctions, obviously, and say somebody wants to turn left off the main road that you're travelling down, 30 mile an hour, maybe 40, don't matter which. Because they've slowed down, their brake lights are coming, as soon as they turn, there's plenty of room, it fucking goes nuts. What? He's turning off a junction. Behave. Talk about false warnings. It keeps doing it all the time, this thing does. Maybe I can just find these bugs and, you know, I don't even have to look for them, they just appear. Maybe it's my driving style. Yeah, I just like to get into the key and fucking go. I don't care about the drive economically. I think somebody on one of my channel, on the comments, that's what it was. Somebody was mentioning about the fuel economy. If you drive this, then the profits, the blah blah blah, going onto the company and things like that. And I'm like, yeah, but when I'm thinking about his statement, I don't know, I can't remember who said it now. You might know, right? Just put your hand up and say, I did it, it was me. Doesn't matter how much profit the company makes, the drivers don't see it. Simple as. Some of the companies that I worked for when I was working in a factory, they did a profit related pay, So if the company made X amount, then the employees would get a bonus, right? Which again, that got basically fucked up, fiddled, and we never really got any kind of bonuses, to be fair. So it doesn't work. When a company makes profit, the profit is for the people who own the company. I've got no qualms about that. That's what a company's there for. A company's there to make profit. Profit to pay whatever he pays. I don't know. I mean, how does profit work? Do you want to say profit that's enough to pay everybody, or is it profit that after every bill and money that's gone out, whatever's left is the profit? Well, then that should then be for the company, then, shouldn't it? So that kind of money, that profit money, is what's left over after all wages are paid, all the amenities have been paid, you know, all that kind of crap's gone out, all the overheads have been paid for, you know, everything. What's left over is profit, as far as I understand. But in that regard, then, that's left over can be used, or should be used, I would say, to upgrade better things, repair stuff, maybe, I don't know, fuck it. Repair stuff, possibly. I don't know if you could count that with all the other bits and bobs, I don't know. I'm no financial wizard. Fuck that now, am I not? If I've got money, I want to spend it. Fuck about it. So, when I jump into a truck, I do my checks, faff about, and then turn the key and go. That's it. From point A to point B, that's it. My main concern is what's on the back of me and what's out there around me. That's it. I don't care about anything else. I ain't fucking interested. Ooh, junction 15. Now we want to go up the M42. That's what we want. We want the M42. Yeah. Which ain't far away, actually. I don't think. According to that, 10 miles. It's not that far. We got 40 in total. Not bad. It ain't that far, is it, really, when you think about it? 2:15. 2:15 in the afternoon. Drop this off, grab an empty and go home, I hope. I would have thought so. Be alright, wouldn't you? Can live with that. If I am home by around about home by about 4:30 maybe, or 5ish possibly. It's not bad. It'll do. I mean, I'd like to be home earlier, but it ain't like I've been doing a gazillion fucking trailer changes. See, I don't mind that. If I'm doing multiple trailer changes, then I'd rather be home, you know, after 10 hours of fucking about like that. But this, now I'm quite happy to do the 12. You know what I mean? This is fine. This is I don't mind it, because I'm driving in the road, delivered that, drive across the road again, collect that, drive up the road, deliver that, and drive back. That's it. There's been no trailer changes involved whatsoever, so I don't mind. I love it. I do. Yeah. So who out there is looking forward to the new set of roadworks between junction 13 and junction 15? You looking forward to that one? I bet you are. I bet you're thinking, fuck, I can't wait. We still ain't got away with fucking 17 to 19 yet, but shit, bring it on. Why not indeed? I like sitting in traffic jams all fucking day. That's my favourite pastime. Oh, Mickey. You look so fine, but whatever you do, don't get looking right now, because just alongside me is a tractor. I don't know what type it is yet, because I can't really see it. Valtra. That's a Valtra tractor. Apparently it's high tech too. They do get quite complicated, these tractors. I mean, that's a reasonably sized one. It's not the biggest one I've seen. There was a place where, let me think now, hang on. Yes. Fuck, what's it? Just in my head then, what was it called? Begins with a D. Fuck. It's up north, just off the A1. Disfith? No, that don't sound right. Something field, field. Oh, what? See, I haven't been there for such a long time. It's just Dalton Airfield. There you go. Fucking dug that out in the back of my brain. Good grief. Yes, I went there, Dalton, and there was when we used to collect the dog food from there. There was 3. We used to fucking hate it because we had to go to 3 separate places to get loaded. First, office. Second, mill. Third, Dalton distribution, which was actually in the little village, well, just before it, right? And we used to go around there, and they had a tractor there. I'm sure it was there we went, and it was a fucking monster. It was huge. I'm talking, this thing was almost 2 stories fucking high. It was like a monster of all tractors. It was I mean, what the fuck that was pulling, I don't know, but good grief, it was absolutely humongous. Looked like the cockpit to a fucking Harrier jump jet, you know what I mean? That's inside the damn thing. It's like, what the fuck's all this shit for? I just want to play on my field, you know what I mean? I mean, if I'm not mistaken, so please correct me if I am wrong, but aren't some of these tractors now GPS tracked driven across fields so that they can plough in these pristine lines and shit like that? Not done manually, like where just, you know, drop the lever and off you go, like it's all testicle now, like, you know what I mean, full of these fucking wizardry and fucking magic and shit inside, like, you know. The land of fucking Harry Potter inside a tractor. Now, Mickey, stop getting too fucking excited, will you? I think he's getting really excited anyway. Oh, good grief. This long drive, I ain't used to it. See what I mean by the M40 is just dull, eh? Boring. It's fuck all to look at. Spotted a lonely bridge over there. Oh well. Never mind. See, if these vehicles were wound back up to 56 miles an hour, we could actually go places a little further afield and have at least a fighting chance of getting back, you know what I mean? Hover over the line just a little bit. I wonder why they're there then. What are they? Are they training maybe? It's got a chance, isn't it? A chance. Possibly training. Because there's no broken down vehicle. Unless there's somebody down the ditch. which I didn't see. I couldn't see it. But there was no barrier broken, so I very much doubt it. But then again, there could have been a UFO landing site, and that's what they're there for. I knew there'd be a reason. Choo choo. So, what am I going to do when I get home? Apart from putting all this footage onto the computer, stick it on that, label it up, ready to go for when I get round to putting it together, which will be on the weekend. Actually, it might not be the weekend though, that's a thing. I might have time. Don't give me a chance then. You just carry on, dude. Might have time, I don't know. See, I've got a busy Saturday morning I have. And then once it starts to, creep on, I might really not just, I don't know, we'll see. We will see. I might have time to put the first bit on, because there's a bit before this, isn't there? Yes, there's part one, if you like. Could do, couldn't I? Which is rather pointless me talking about it, because it's already up there on YouTube anyway, and it's why am I waffling about it for? I don't know, filling dead air, I suppose, maybe. That is a flat pheasant. Well, we need to stick ourselves here. We haven't got to move over. And this is the bit that really kerfuffles me all over the place, right? This is a continuation, okay? That means there's no need to stop, right? You can just tra-la-la-la-la, and that's it, just keep going. And yet, there comes a point in the day where they're queuing. Why? Oh, I know why. Because people don't use the fucking road properly, that's why. Oh. Is it that simple? Oh yeah. If they would paid a bit of attention and gone, well, instead of trying to get in right at the fucking front, there's all that road, let's travel down there first and then move in when there's a gap. And we ain't going to slow people down. It's like this morning when I was coming down, this is the 42, they all slowed down. I'm like, what are you slowing down for? Yeah, now the motorway's driving down, right, from the north, because the 42 meets the 40. It's just nice and steady, the way it goes. There's no need to slow down, just keep going. Bit of an odd scene to see that, isn't it? All those trees being hacked down to a stump. What are they doing, I wonder? What is the reason? Ah, yes, happy days. $50 miles an hour. My question is, why? Yes, on this bend it has a maximum speed of 50 miles an hour. I can see that. I have eyes in my head. You don't have to. I mean, there's no law that says that you've got to do 50 miles an hour. You can do whatever speed that thing says there. But the other one before it says 50, so you're buggered. Variable speed limit. You know what I mean? Don't get confused by those signs. It doesn't mean that you have to. Maximum speed limit, 50 miles an hour. Yes, okay, fair enough. Do you have to? No. It's a weird one, though, isn't it, when you think about it? You haven't got to do 50. Maximum speed means that, realistically, if you are going faster than 50 miles an hour, well, yeah, if anything happens, we will fuck you. Oh, yes. You will feel every fucking inch of it. You will get fucked. But you haven't got to. It's like when you see the maximum tyre pressure, right? It is advisable that you abide by the maximum, right? And you don't exceed it. But you can. But whatever happens is on your fucking shoulders. You know what I mean? It's like you can eat the maximum of probably about, half a packet of biscuits and maybe not get fat. But if you eat the full packet, you're going to get fat. You know what I mean? You're given a maximum, but you haven't got to do it. But if it's got a, sign that's got nice big red ring and the number in it, well, then unfortunately, then you've got to abide by it. You've got no fucking option. Well, you're supposed to do anyway. If you're a good boy, you know what I mean, or girl, you've got to do it. See? 60 miles an hour maximum speed. I'm doing about 52-ish. Thereabouts, near enough. So there's no fear of me breaking the rules. This day and age, mate, it just ain't worth it. It really ain't. You know what I mean? Just isn't worth it. I mean, the amount of hassle you get, pissed me off. No end of time. Oh fuck! Bollocks! I got to send me like, oh fuck me. Once again, £60 fine, fuck, £80 fine, bollocks, 6 points, shit. Caught twice in a fucking week. What the fuck am I doing? Fortunately though, lessons have been learned. Many years have gone by and it's like, fuck it. What can I do to stop getting fucking... I'm no boy racer. That's the beauty of it, right? We're no boy racer now. It's a few miles an hour over back in the day. Don't do it no more. No. Hence, cruise control. Brilliant little device that is, isn't it? Absolutely awesome. 30 mile an hour, set, click, done. Total. You ain't got to worry about them. When I'm driving down our Walsall Road, which is in our area, if I'm in my car and I'm off, as soon as I hit 30, click, that's it, cruise control's on. If obviously there's no way of getting interfered. Because it's easier to have that on and keep at 30 than use your foot. Using your foot's a pain in the arse. You're having to keep monitoring all the time, making sure you haven't got your foot a little bit lazy, it's squeezing the pedal down too much, But, yeah. So that's what I do. Using my bike is a bit different, because obviously you've got no choice, because you haven't got a cruise control on a motorbike. I know there's gadgets out there that you can buy to attach and faff about with, but fuck that. No. That's got to be the daftest invention that's ever been conceived. No, fuck that shit. Can't be doing it. Hi ho, whatever. Talking about bikes, I got my bike at motel the weekend, Saturday, along with my hair being cut on Saturday. That's going to be daunting. Especially where the weather has been performing. I mean, fuck, can you imagine? I'm telling you now, if it's fucking snowing, there is no way that bike is venturing anywhere. It's staying put. If there's ice on the ground, it's staying put. I'll phone up and say, sorry dude, I have to cancel. Too nervous about dropping the fucking thing on some ice that I haven't seen, especially coming out of state, because they don't get gritted, you see. So if it's icy, I'm fucked. I won't be able to stop, and off it'll go, buggered, and I won't be able to use it again. So, nope. Not at all. No chance. Forget it. I have seen, bikers out there, when it's been snowing and whatever. There's one guy who was travelling down the motorway. He was in black, but here was all white because the snow had hit him in the chest. I'm like, what the fuck? No, I'm not that brave. Fuck that. No, thank you. Don't get me wrong, I've been there, done it. I have. All gussied up. Not in any kind of biking gear. I'd got like jeans on. I got fucking tracksuit bottoms under that. I had a pair of combat trousers that was baggy. I put them out. I was proper gussied, but not in biking stuff. Gloves on, plastic bags over the handle grips, the handlebars and whatever. Oh yeah, done all that shit. Oh yeah, when I was younger, and the bike was a darn sight lighter, and I was a lot stronger. But, I've dropped the bike already. Right, it was in the back garden. I was trying to manoeuvre it. It was on the stand, but I'd just that too far over from where I was standing here. It went that way. I'm like, fuck! I had to slowly let it lie down, and then obviously run around quickly and pick it back up again. And I'd scuffed a little plastic thing on the side of the engine. I was gutted. That fucking thing. So imagine riding it. Clip something fucking icy, mate. Done. It won't be scuffed. It'll be fucked. It's too heavy. And plus as well, right, that particular bike, I don't know whether it's just me or not, but it loves corners. Fuck, does it like corners? Fucking hell, man. Now, you know how you see the racing bikers, they go down, they got the knee out and they're not hanging off the side and down. Oh no, I tuck in and go, bleh, and send it straight round, like, over I go. It's like, I feel like I'm riding along like a wall. It's fucking awesome. I like that idea. It's proper cool. Oh well. I think that's probably why there's nobody. They call it, when I first heard that term, the chicken strips, I think, well, you can go to McDonald's if you fancy it, like, I don't mind. And then he showed me what it was, and it's the mark on the how far round the wear on the tyre is, and he went, where the fuck's yours? I went, what do you mean? He says, you ain't gonna have chicken strips? I says, oh, okay. But it does like corners, though, I can't argue. On a nice hot summer's day, you take it down you can just let it fucking go. It flows, it's beautiful. It's almost rhythmic. Whatever you call it, I don't know. It's fucking awesome. I just hope we have a decent bit of summer to go off and never play. You know what I mean? We should do. Can't see why not. Keep on trucking. What junction's this now? Apparently in what? Why 6 miles to that junction? Well, that road. 4097. 4097. So what animal's that when it's a town? 4097. Okay, you're doing my fucking head in now. as the car in the middle lane decides to accelerate, even though Mr. Audi there decided to move out the way for me. It's very nice of him, by the way. The other dude there's like, fuck it, fuck. Damn, that just piss you off. Oh yeah. Yeah, it does. Now we're slowing down to 40 mile an hour now. Damn. Do you know what? I am convinced that these variable speed bollocks, right? That's what causes half the traffic jams, because they switch on whatever. I think they're automated at a certain time of the day where it's predicting a higher volume of traffic. But that's not necessarily true. You know what I mean? It's like, look at it now, and we've got 40 mile an hour on the thing, but does this really warrant 40 fucking miles an hour? No, it certainly doesn't. And then you have it where you'll have a couple of these bridges, or matrix bridges you want to call them if you like, where they'll have 40, and then all of a sudden bump, it's back up to 60 again. It's like, what the fuck was that for? What's the point? Beyond my scope of fucking intelligence. It's got to be. Else I'd have figured it out by now. I'm too dull to understand why this particular road I'm on now couldn't be doing 60. There's not really that much on it. Hey ho. Who am I but a mere driver? See, told you, back up to 60 again. What the fuck? Itchy hero? Fucking hell. Really itchy that is. Wow. Probably needs cleaning out. I've probably got a fucking a field full of spuds in there somewhere. Remember your mother used to say, clean out spuds out your ears? Oh. There's a shitload of sayings back in the day that we just can't do now because it's too touchy-feely. You know what I mean? You can't do it. You just can't do it. Yeah, my feelings. You ought to spend a month in the 70s, mate. That'll show you what fucking feelings are like. Oh dear. You just can't get away with it no more, can you? Whatever. Who cares? I bet that little slip road there would be fun sideways. Oh, I bet it would. Imagine that. Can't do it in photos, man. Oh, fucking screaming around there sideways all the way around it. That's fucking awesome. Ooh, fuck. Pressure. Just not used to these long drives. I really ain't. It does take a lot on the old backside, it does. Then again, I've only got to drive from our yard to freaking Lichfield. I've got a sore ass, for fuck's sake. Wait, the coccyx, it's that area, not the actual ass. Nothing wrong with that. It's perfectly fine. Might be getting a bit fatter, but that's it. Yeah. Well, if I'm not mistaken, we ain't that far away. Apparently we've got 16 miles to go. This is where it'll get a little bit more interesting, I suppose. We'll be going for the sticks. Sort of, for the titty bit. You know what I mean? Something different. Well, not so much different, because I have done it before, like, you know, I remember doing it before, going, and just round this corner, the Belfry, actually I'd passed it a fucking mile and a half away, like, you know, I was like, what the... Because we'll be going past the Belfry pub. That don't make sense. It's the Belfry Golf Course. There's a pub on it. There might even be a restaurant there as well, I don't fucking know. I've never been. I couldn't afford to go to a place like that. I'm a pauper. Yes, there's always going to be those places that the normals like me and you will never ever get to see, right? There's also those places that we'll never ever get to go. There's also those things that we'll never ever get to do. You know what I mean? There's always going to be something. See here, look, it's saying here, look, there's the 1497. Where the fuck does the 14... Because I want the 446. So where the fuck does the 4797 go? I wonder if that's the one that's immediately left. You can go right as well, I suppose, but I think it's... But I don't want that. I want the thingamajig. The 446. Now it's telling me now, it's going 4097 and the 446, and now it's saying 446. Thought it might do. This is always a good way to come from south of the M6 if you have any updates and you realise that between, say, junction 4 to 6 or 6 to 8 is fucked on the M6. Come this way. This will save you a lot of fucking about. Instead of going that way to Cannock, you're coming that way to Cannock. That's all it is. Beware the dip. I just know. Nice and steady as she goes. Right there. Just there. And the reason why I'm here and not there is because over there, that lane goes, whereas this one don't. And the amount of times when I am over there and I'm going down there and I want to move over, they don't fucking like you to do that. So I think, fuck them, I'm going to sit here instead. It's all down to a bit of local knowledge, really, you know what I mean? When you know, then you just get on with it, you know what I mean? On the outside, even though, yes, as I've said before, wherever possible, you drive on the left. Stay on the left, keep on the left. But in this scenario, there's no need, because the left ends. And the reason why it ends is because there is a junction. Just there. Wishaw. Yay! Wishaw! So Wishaw's there. And so that they don't end up getting smacked, they've chucked it down to one lane. Which then is appropriate anyway, because then it's one lane anyway. It's a single carriageway. Fields and trees and houses. Or cottages if you want to be fucking testicle about it. Nice and steady, around we go. And if I'm not mistaken, the belfry is just up here on the right. It's not round the bend and up there and further down, it's just here. And I think that's what they call the practice drive range, I think. See, there it is. Never been. Now I think a place like that I'd feel well out of place. A place like that I'd feel well out of place. Yeah. Plus as well, to be honest with you, being as how it's golf orientated, nah, not for me. Nope. I have seen some of these fanatics that go off playing golf in all types of weather, because I remember looking across when I'm travelling on the M62. There's a golf course up that neck of the woods. I can't think where it is now, but you see them on the side of the road. I'm like, really? Really? Have you not got anything better to do than fucking walk around the green in this weather? Are you so desperate to go fucking whack a ball around a fucking couple of vowels that you've got to do it no matter what? But this is the beauty of, you know, people being individual. They do as they please. Doesn't hurt me none. So, have at it. Carry on. It's all good. It's all very good. Yes, indeed. Whip it up. As we now start to coast down this hill, my wonderful cruise control should kick in and go, hang on a minute, let's just have less of that. And because we got a bit of a chunk on, it'll go, oh, we better change gears so we can have a bit more engine lag. Look at that, eh? Ah! Not using the brakes. Just using the retarder, the exhaust brake, e-brake if you like. Well actually no, e-brake is different. E-brake is the electric brake, because some of them are electrical. It's true. Like an electronic dynamo that fucking shoves a current and goes, don't want to move, slow you down. I don't think that camera is actually functional anymore, because it looks like it's rotten to fuck, doesn't it? I mean, that speed camera there, I mean, it has been there for forever, right? And it just looks more and more dilapidated than ever. It really does. One of these days, it's just gonna, it'll be that rusty, it's just gonna collapse under its own weight. I'd love to see that happen. That'd be funny. It's a nice little road this is, in the old 446. Just this little bit anyway, this little section. We'll be jumping off of it in a moment and hopping onto the 38. South part of the 38th from our end. Not down there. Now, this is our south part. The bit before Birmingham. The one that leads into Birmingham. Oh. Probably goes the other way. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, there's a 38 at the end of the M5, I think, as well. You always find that weird. You know when you find an A road that's like nowhere near the one that you're used to, and it's exactly the same number. It's like, were they linked originally? Maybe. That's what I always think. It's like, well, these are 38, and then all the way down the other end of the M5 is like, there's another A38. It's like, maybe the A38 went this far, and the M5 is like, sort of like, nope, I'm taking it over. I'm now becoming the M5, not the A38. There's a possibility. I have no idea. Maybe it's possible. Am I in the right fucking lane? I feel like I'm doing something wrong here. Why do I feel like I'm wrong? I feel like I'm wrong. No, I'm not. I'm fine. We're all right. We're fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Felt odd. I thought I should have been the other lane. I probably should have been, but there's fucking paint's gone. Look at it. There's no paint left. I hate that order when they leave it so there's like all the information that was on the road, which guides you and leads you in the right direction, gets scrubbed off. There's fuck all there, so you have to just guess. Well, I guessed. I'm sticking to that. I didn't interfere with anybody, so it's all right. Didn't cut nobody up. There's nobody around, so fuck it. Can we go yet, please? I'm getting hungry. I was getting hungry. Well, I haven't really had anything to eat yet, so I enjoyed my curry last night, mind you. It was sort of a makeshift curry, mind you. Oh dear. I had was it chicken chili baldy? I think that's what it. Maybe. Fuck, it was hot though. Ooh, yes. It went off. That certainly made the fucking hairs on my old toes singe a bit. Fucking hell. Had a couple of samosas with it. Onion bhaji. Little lamb thingy-majigs with it, or whatever they're called, I don't know. Bit of naan bread as well. Oh, it went down a treat. Didn't eat it all, mind you, because it was just getting a bit much. You know what I mean? But what I had was nice. It was definitely enjoyable. It was either that or bangers and mash. I mean, I just wasn't in the mood for bangers and mash. I just couldn't be doing it. And you're all thinking, I haven't heard that saying for donkeys. Yep. Oh, that's what I was. It was either that or that. So I couldn't really. Yeah. So I had that instead. Same again today. I don't know. I'll get to the point where it's like, well, I was walking around the shop. They're having the shop around the corner from us. They're having a refit. So trying to find something from there is, and I'm looking. Oh, see, my problem is that I am, when it comes to food, fucking bone idle, right? I am, but it's stemmed from the times where I have done it to the point where I'm just, I can't be fucking arsed with it anymore. You know what I mean? Cooking shit for yourself is boring. It fucking is. So when you come to having food for yourself, you're limited, really. I mean, yes, I've gone to the shop, got some I can chuck in the microwave. I mean, the vast majority of my diet has been nuked before I eat it, you know what I mean? So, and if you want to do something in the oven, you can't just switch the oven on, shove it in, 10 minutes later it comes out. Now, you have to have the preheat first. You've got to warm the fucker up. So that takes about half an hour or so, depending on how hot the fucking thing wants to be, you know. So you got that, and that's what bugs the crap out of me. I'm like, I'm hungry now, not an hour from now, fucking now. You know what I mean? So it's like, well, fuck. So you gotta wait. Oh. Then they end up just going to the chippy or something stupid like that, or whatever, or Mackey's, whatever. Either way, you can just go in, grab it, and scoff it. You're hungry now, and that right now, then that's when you're hungry. So you go off and have your snap. You know what I mean? you haven't got to have the rigmarole of cooking the fucking crap. I mean, there's been many a times when you can ask your mum this, right? Or if it's your dad that cooks, I don't fucking know, I'm just guessing. But the saying is, you know, they're slaving over the stove, right, cooking away with a Sunday dinner, what have you, and they tend not to fancy it after it, because they've been in it, cooking it, smelling it, probably picking at it, and they just don't fancy then after they come, and they're like, and they've barely touched theirs, like they've dished out, everybody else is woofing away, like, you know, and I can understand that, I really can. Just, yeah, the fact that there you are, you've done all that and you've cooked it, and then in the back of your mind the dread of having to fucking clean up as well. It's like, fuck, these fucking animals have chewed all that shit down. I'm like, you know, I've cooked it, and then I've got to fucking clean all this shit up and all now, and it's rinse and repeat, like I've done it. Or you forget to, like, you know, it's like you leave them on the side, and then you get sidetracked and you're doing something else, and then as the day progresses, it's like, well, fuck, I forgot that I needed to wash my stuff for the next day, and then you're having to wash it then, and more time. Am I complaining or what? Fuck me, I'm like a washerwoman, I'm like an old woman fucking whinging on here. But you know what I mean, though. So you come to the point where, fuck it, can't be arsed. It's quicker and more convenient just to say balls to it. Oh, you speed up now, are you? Thanks for that, dude. Don't care. I'm going to be an arse and stay here. Yeah. It's a nice little lane. Nobody's using it at the minute. Oh, he is now, is he? Okay. Plus, I need it anyway, because I want to turn right. Continue on down up the 38. Oh, yes. We are on our way. Nearly there. Not long. Not far to go. Why have they got them cameras there for, I wonder? Could they be there to see if people are taxed or not? Possible. It is possible. How'd you get in there? All the damage there, the fence is down, there's bits of car all out. It's like it's in the house. Well, yeah. Oh, I don't know. I'll give up on that one. Seems very close to the top, but too far down for them to go. Well, that sort of thing. That's just bonkers. Oh well, never mind. Never mind. Well, depending on whether there's enough charge in the batteries out there, I might, just might, stick them back on again to go back to the yard. Ah! Fucking 3 in one day. That's just never heard of, that ain't, is it? What could I do? You see, there is well, I haven't done that, have I? No. I'll have to have a look and see what the charge is like in the cameras. And if it is, I might send you a different way. And plus as well, there should be enough room left on there to get back. But instead of going the boring way, I could always go the not so boring way. It's a bit of a pig, but it's not so boring, you know what I mean? So I could do that, couldn't I? I'll have to just have a look. See what's what. So you never know, you might have a third one. You're watching this thinking, oh, this is wicked, I wonder if there's any more coming. There you are, see? Your wish could come true. You just have to wait and see. And now cheating, fucking fast forwarding. You've had your fast forward man back in the other video. Like I say, it all depends. So, yes, if the battery's off, I've got charging enough to do it, we'll be alright, son, we will. What'll piss me off is if one of those two cameras there ain't on. That'll be a bit of a shit sticker, won't it? That will fuck me. Never mind. Never mind, not to worry. See, if I do that then, if I can do that, that means we can go from there, through there, you could go either back down the A5 and then you could see the new traffic lights, if you really want to. Or I could say, fuck that, and bypass it and go through my little shortcut. I could always do that, couldn't I? There's a possibility. I say shortcut in the loosest terms. It's what I call a less inconvenient run, courtesy of my brother-in-law Mick. He's a lorry driver as well. He uses that road quite frequently, and when I was introduced to it, I'm like, fuck. And even this morning, even with the brand new lights being done, all the junctions been done and it's all titivated, what have you, I still come that way through because it's still a fucking absolute crapshoot. That little section between the lights and the island, I hate it. Absolutely hate and detest it. Because it's like this, where these bottlenecks into the island and they come fucking screaming down there, fuck the queue, just jump it and try and... That's the only time where car drivers and van drivers use their fucking indicators, because they stick the indicator. I'm thinking, well, if I put my indicator, they're going to let me in. And I'll go, no, fuck off, join the queue like every fucker else has. But unfortunately, reality don't work like that, does it? No. So then they just keep pushing in and pushing in and pushing in and barging in, and they don't give a fuck, they don't care. And it gets me just fucking wound up. I hate it. So I go that way as just to, oh, it's mellow, calm, and I feel zen. I really do. Now on the way back, it don't matter because it's a different kettle of fish on the way back, because it's single all the way to, well, sort of, to the island, and you over the island, then it's split into the dual carriageway, and it's just a lot simpler. It's easy peasy. No stress involved. The only stress bit is them fucking stupid traffic lights. They are crap. So I could always go the other way and fuck all that off altogether. And maybe at this time of day it might be fucking, you know, a viable option. Yeah. Well, I better sit in this one, hadn't I? For the time being. Because we're here, look. We're here! Yay! We made it! Woohoo! Happy days are here again. I will be needing this bit though, because if I haven't got this bit, I can't go. I want this in there. That's that bit. That's that. Oh, have that. That's what we want, because this has got the number on it. I could go and turn them cameras off now, couldn't I? But fuck it, I'll do it in there. What this and that will make any difference is none, realistically. Oh. I'm going to take these up now. What's the kind of charge on there? Fuck me. Unbelievable. Not arguing though. Because for some unknown reason, my voice recorder, the battery monitor on it, so I've been keeping an eye on it. It's still saying it's full, which is nice. That means I ain't got to worry about that. Yeah, fuck it. But this, we can 86 this fucker, can't we? He has done. And for the first time in however long, I have no idea, the sucky bit stayed on the window. It actually stayed on the window. It never stays on the fucking window. Now, as soon as I mention about it falling off all over the place, it stays on the fucking window. Obviously wasn't too happy about the criticism. And wanted to prove me wrong. You know what I mean? It's got to be in it. So I'll try and make a bit of room down here so I can grab that. Cause we don't need this anymore. Pop that down there for now. I can unplug that. Don't need that on. That can come out. Press the button. If it works. How do? I got JDE for you. Some
what?
JDE, Jacob's Deli Summit or other, an egg bird seed. Well, I don't know.
What are you doing here this afternoon? We thought you weren't mornings.
I've been and fetched this all the way from Bicester for you.
What's your 540 number, please, Jason?
540-322-59004.
1 moment, I'll try and find your booking.
It's all good fun, isn't it?
7 o'clock, I'll try and find your bait.
Okay.
What's your trailer number, mate?
2102.
On the fence, please.
Okie dokie.
Paperwork to go in, make sure the straps are loose.
Okie dokie.
Well,
See you in a bit. Da. Every time. And away we go. Whee! Being as how we are going on the fence makes life a lot easier for me. And I just hope, right? I hope, and I want to put this on to stop the dong 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 dong, because it's absolutely. There ought to be like a limit for that, don't you think? So if you're doing less than 20 miles an hour, it shouldn't go bong, 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 bong. You know what I mean? It shouldn't do it. But I suppose there's nothing a fucking screwdriver straight through it won't hurt. We'll fix it a treat. It's nice, isn't it? It's like coming home from home to me. You notice where the gangway is? I mean, which idiot put a gangway there like that? I mean, fuck me, talk about stupidity. Look at it, right in the fucking middle there. Vehicles are not out the way, in the fucking middle where vehicles drive. Stuff it indeed. Window down, seatbelts off. Seatbelts off. Lean it, a window. No, we're going to go backwards, Jace, not forward, back. That's right, get back. That's the fucking problem one. Other ideas. Wanted to go over here instead. Alright, fair enough. You're in control, not me. Let's make it look like I'm a professional, shall we? Right, I want to go for a mow and I'm going to be back shortly, so yeah, hang on a bit. Toodles for now. Alright, ta-da then. I hope. Fingers crossed. If I don't come back, then I'm flat. Bye, toodle peep. And all that stuff that goes with it. I ain't going to say it, not yet. Off you pop. No, because I might be coming back again in a minute, so anyway. See you in a bit.